It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Congratulations to the winner of Ultimatum Queer Love, AJ. Congrats, you won already.
Dude, she did.
She's crushing it.
Dude, I think she's dated everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like she's basically married and moved on with everyone.
With everybody. And she's everybody loves her. She's everybody's.
And your girl's getting it in right now.
She got it in.
She got it in. She did.
I'm very proud of her.
Wow. They should have just made this like a Bachelor season where it's just like she's the Bachelorette and she's giving out roses to everybody, right? Because that's basically what it feels like. At this point.
I think that they basically did. They didn't mean to, but AJ is. And then only one person was mad. Everybody else was like, we loved getting played by AJ.
With AJ later.
Yeah. Getting played by AJ was the greatest honor of my life.
How could it not be?
How could it not
AJ,
be?
She's awesome.
AJ's so fly. Oh my god.
She's so cool. I want to get an R&B singer to sing for me and then get like a rose petal tub.
That was a confusing story. We'll have to talk about that. I was just there's some details where I was a little confused.
There's some big romantics in this group. Yeah.
Oh, did Marita talk about that at all? Did Marita talk about being a big romantic at all? Marita, is she a big romantic?
She wants the romance.
Yes.
He's the one that wants.
Are you sure? Did she bring that up a million times, Ben? Are you sure?
Well, that's why AJ was going to be perfect for her.
That's true. Oh my god. I was surprised, but then I was like, wait, AJ is a player. AJ was like, when you think AJ is going to zig, she's going to zag, and that's what keeps you wanting more.
That's why we love AJ.
Yes.
Do you think AJ flipped? Well, she couldn't flip a coin. It'd have to be like a 10-sided dice or something to figure out who her partner was going to be.
Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, why can't? I was like, because there's so many choices.
There's so many choices. She has to use like the D&D 10-sided die to try and figure out who.
I was like, is she allergic to nickel, so she can't flip a nickel? No. Is she allergic to quarter? What's happening here?
She's allergic to lack of choices.
Well, that is true. Yeah. That I'm comfortable armchair diagnosing. You're on Reality Alert.
Let's keep her options open. That's all.
You know, she was single. Okay, she had an ex. There was no reason she couldn't do that.
No.
I'm all about it. Ben, should we introduce who we are real quick?
Yeah.
I'm Max Geyser. This is Ben Overzet. This is, if you're new, this is Reality Alert Podcast. What should our slogan be today? The best podcast in the biz.
Wow. Okay.
You like that?
Sure.
The best,
the greatest show.
Oh my God, we're the greatest showman.
Yes. Better than you.
Yeah, this is me.
This is us.
This is us. Well, it was hard to say this is us because then it sounds like we're talking about the great NBC show.
Right.
With the crock pot.
Right. So it's confusing.
Yeah.
Well, we're not recapping This Is Us today.
Not yet.
Not today.
Maybe this weekend.
Maybe tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
If enough people ask, we got to do it.
Well, we're going to be covering the Ultimatum Queer Love Season 2 over the next couple of weeks. So the way it's going to work is today we're covering episodes 1 through 3. Either tomorrow or Saturday, we're going to be covering episodes 4 through 7. And then on Monday or Tuesday, we're going to do a bonus episode exclusively at patreon.com/reality alert. That's patreon.com/reality alert called Ultimatum Center, where we're going to go through the social media that comes out from the cast this week. We're going to give our predictions for next week. We're going to give out some awards, and we're just going to, talk about some extra stuff that happened, maybe some moments that we missed. You might be thinking, well, I'm not sure if I want to give $5 a month yet. We have free trials. You can trial it up. You're like, oh, I want to commit for a year. You can, and there's a discount, guys. So
wow, in this economy.
So try it out. Patreon.com/reality alert. It's really fun. We have a great community there. Support artists like us at the greatest. This is me. This is us. NBC. crockpot burning down house. That's all I know about that show. Sterling K. Brown, Mandy Moore.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Should we talk about the show?
Let's do it.
Well,
it's a good first few eps, I'll tell you that.
Our girl Joanna Garcia Swisher shows up.
Queen.
Go Yankees.
She's like, I'm not queer, but I am an older lady, so it's the same thing.
It's basically
we're like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Why is she still the host? Why was she
I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe Chloe said no. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Is Chloe queer?
No.
Not that we know of.
Netflix. I just assume Netflix asked.
At this point,
because she's in everything.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, why not just have Nick and Vanessa do it? Because it would be really awkward and hilarious. Vanessa being like,
well, it is.
I kissed a girl.
The format of the show is based on Nick and Vanessa's actual relationship.
Yes. And Vanessa could be like, I kissed a girl in college once on a dare, so I know what it's like to be queer. Like, I think that would be really good.
And Nick's like, yeah, and I've kissed lots of girls.
I kiss lots of girls, so I understand what it's like.
Too.
Yeah, I'm basically a lesbian. That's what Nick would say. I don't see why having
he doesn't understand.
Joanna Garcia Swisher around is that good. It's such a weird choice. It's so maybe she has a 2-season contract. I don't know.
She's a huge celebrity though, Max. So
she's huge.
That's why they want to hold on to her.
Everybody's tuning in.
She was Vicky the cheerleader from Freaks and Geeks.
That's what everyone's tuning in for.
Don't forget
that nostalgia. We shouldn't discount nostalgia factor.
Absolutely not.
All right, let's get into these couples. So first, AJ and Brittany. Brittany's frustrated that AJ isn't jumping at the idea of marrying her. It's because AJ could be with anybody in the entire world.
Literally anyone.
Yeah, literally.
She could be with the Pope if she wanted.
She could.
Yeah.
And AJ says Brittany's beauty is so radiant. It's like, why are you like trying to sell this to us? Like you're not. It's like she's trying to date us. Like she's flirting with us through the camera. It's very
probably is.
And she is
the whole world.
She says it's like the stars combusting. She's a poet, Ben.
She really is.
It's amazing.
That's one of the things I love about her.
Yeah. She says, but she has hesitation because she wants to be in a financial position to give Brittany everything she deserves. But like Brittany doesn't care. This is like the number one excuse to not get married on the ultimatum.
We see it every time.
Yeah. She's not in a position to give up the dream of marrying 20,000 people.
20,000 people. That's it?
The world record. Yeah, I know it's low. I just don't want to speak for her.
She's got to narrow it down, right? From the billions on the planet.
Yeah. Let's get to Haley and Pilar. Haley issued the ultimatum. She says they've spent a third of their lives together. I believe that they've been together since they were 18.
18, that's crazy.
Is this a couple where they were both there first? No, I think that might be. Oh, we'll figure it out.
It was Pilar's first, I think.
I think it was also Haley's.
Was it?
It was their first girl, I believe, their language. And when she came out to her family after 8 years in the relationship, it ruined her relationship with her family. So she's not sure if she can go through with the marriage.
Yeah. Couple of these ones in Queer Love.
This is interesting with these two couples who are kind of in this kind of situation, but particularly this one. I wonder if she thinks like, if I go on this experience, maybe my family will watch it and they'll understand.
Maybe.
I know that it sounds crazy, but sometimes people, it's rare. Usually, sometimes on RuPaul, on RuPaul's Drag Race,
watch.
What? Yeah. Well, sometimes they already have very supportive families, which is very cool. But sometimes they will go on and they will talk, they talk a lot. They'll be like, yeah, my parents, like, they never supported me. I don't talk to them. It's very hard. Like when they're getting ready to go on and like in their dressing room or whatever, the workroom. And then like the family members will watch and it will actually, like when they come back to All Stars, will be like me talking about it and how it affected me. And then seeing me perform and do well. actually like changed our relationship and we were able to heal.
That's great. Yeah.
So it's like maybe they're thinking that, because it is
Pilar specifically, it really sounds like she's tried over and over and over again. And it's like beating a dead horse at this point.
Well, I just can't see she doesn't seem like she's given up. It's definitely something that still bothers her.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't imagine that she's going on the show and like she can't be thinking how this will affect that. So she must be thinking that it's not going to affect it totally negatively.
No. Mm-mm. And Megan's in a little bit. Megan's in a little different situation because her parents are just like straight up like do they not even know? I think they don't even know.
I think they do.
She hasn't come out to them, I don't think.
I think she has.
Has she?
Is she the one that's been on her own since she was 16, I believe? Megan. I believe one of them has been on her own since she was 16. We'll get to it. I have the details. Oh no, that was Mel. Mel has been on her own since she was 16. This shit is so upsetting. It's just like, love your kids. Like, it's sorry,
seriously,
it's very obvious, but it's just terrible. Yeah. So, Joanne explains, how the show works. And they did this on the Ultimatum season 3, where they get
rings.
The rings, and it's stupid. What does it do?
Well, I mean, it's like bringing out a dessert card. It's fun.
But we don't see it do anything. Like, we don't see who takes them. We don't see them really comment on it. They just kind of take them. It doesn't really work.
It's a little prop gag.
I just wish that it had more of an effect rather than just like we just see them casually take them. But Ben, Joanna does start off the season with a little
cheers to love.
Cheers for love. Here's to love.
Down, up, to the middle, and in.
Here's to love.
Here's to love. And we say, let's go, champion. Let's go, champion.
So I was really excited to get the season started.
Was that one Love is Blind Argentina?
Yeah. And she did this last season too.
Cheers to love. Cheers to love.
That's her thing.
And nobody knows it more than Joanna Swisher, because she not only she loves Nick and she loves the Yankees.
So. Yeah. She knows love.
Cheers for love.
And people are already checking each other out. Let's get to the original couple's final night together, everyone. Let's get to Dana and Megan. They have wine and a nice tray of cookies. Let's listen to Megan say, no one is her type there. Okay, bullshit.
Yeah,
liar.
Very doubtful.
Okay. Wow. Really good to start off this experience with a lack of honesty. Megan talks about her family. It appears that her circumstances are similar to Pilar, and Dana's giving her the ultimatum because she wants the security that they can be together. And Megan feels like engagement is a point she can reach, but tells Dana she has her own set circumstances. I feel that these two communicate very well and that they're both very sensitive to what each other one is going through.
Yeah, for the most part. Although I think Dana's much more interested and committed to this experience than Megan is.
Yes, but it's like when
it's definitely Dana who pushed them both to be on this show.
No, definitely. But it's like when they see each other upset, they seem to actually like care. Whereas, right, isn't this the couple that like they kind of care when each other is upset? Where often on shows like The Ultimatum, these couples are in kind of like a really bad state. And
I mean, Megan really wants to leave the night before, and Dana like talks her into staying.
That's true.
I don't know. Jury's still out for me on them. Dana seems like really stoked about dating other people.
Yes, but
whereas Megan is like not that interested.
Well, I'm just saying in ultimatum terms, usually when somebody is like upset with like the situation, normally the other person in the relationship just goes like, oh, they're so annoying, like suck it up, kind of this type thing. And these two are more like, oh, let me give you a hug, which might be just as manipulative, but it appears more sensitive and communicative to me than like, oh, I'm just so pissed off with you. It seems like there's a little more love there. A little. By Ultimatum standards, in our 5th season covering this is Ultimatum season 5 for us.
Wow.
A lot of Ultimatum.
I only count 2.
Yeah, we don't count the Ulta straight. I'm happy Pride. Let's get to Bridget and Kyle. So they met on a dating app and hung out 5 times that week.
Wow. Get the U-Haul ready.
I know. I was like, isn't this kind of like standard?
They even say it at one point.
I don't even talk about it. I was like, this is kind of like just the stereotype. Kyle is like no shade. That sounds great though. Like, you really get along with someone, you have free time, hang out. Kyle's issuing the ultimatum. Bridget says it's something she's not totally behind and thinks her total commitment should be enough. She doesn't know what marriage would add to that. There's like legal thing. There's like things like there's like stuff, Anyway, Bridget says if this experience can't shift her perspective, she doesn't know what can. Only a reality show could change her perspective.
It's a big perspective changer.
Yeah, all those followers.
Usually requires a lot of therapy after.
Yeah, all the cyberbullying, all the mistreatment by producers.
But the
followers.
That'll change your perspective.
Maybe that primary income. Yeah. Who knows?
You'll be doing ads for lotions in no time.
Yes.
Come
on. Ashley and Marita. Okay. Oh, we didn't talk about the length of these. Oh, no. So Dana and Megan have only been together for 1.5 years. Like, what are they doing? You've been together for a year and a half. Like, chill out.
Yeah, relax. Come on.
Yeah. And then Bridget and Kyle, 2.5 years. I guess that's a little bit better. But if someone doesn't want to get married yet, like, maybe you just hold your horses.
I agree.
At 10 years, I understand. You have to go.
But with how often they hung out, in the span of even just the first week, they might as well have had like a 15-year relationship.
Yeah, it's equivalent to the 10-year relationship.
Right.
Yeah. So Ashley and Marita, the first thing I noticed, which we hear more about, was this pink book on the table that looked like a middle school diary that says the story of us.
I love that.
Did she have it on the table? Is she hoping to get it published?
Well, that's what, or she's like writing the epilogue right now. That could be too.
I hope it's not an epilogue.
Maybe it's part 2.
Maybe it's just another chapter, Ben.
It could be another chapter. It could be a sequel.
Ooh.
I will say 94 pages exactly is like super specific. I was wondering, is this a screenplay? Did she write a feature?
You're right. That's like an hour and a half. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
So good, perfect like Shrek time. Like
yes.
94 minutes.
Wow, there really is a Shrek reference in every show.
In everything.
Yeah. Ashley is giving the ultimatum because she wants to marry Marita, but she also has but she also says that Marita has wandering eyes, and this is great. Marita responds with, "I just gotta do what's best for me." Savage.
I can't not let my eyes wander. Otherwise, I'll go cross-eyed.
Checking out.
If I'm like locking in my eyes, then I can go blind. So I have to do what's best for me. I got to let my eyes wander a little bit.
Yeah, checking out hot biddies is what's best for me. That's what keeps me going in the morning. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's get to the final mornings together. Marie and Mel, 4 years together. Yesterday, they celebrated their anniversary and the anniversary of their food truck.
That's wild. So they were like, let's go into business together. And then they're like, we might as well be in a relationship too.
That's what it feels like. Do you know what this reminds me of too? Hold on. I think I have this.
Fate brought us together at a taco truck on October 14th, 2017. A mystical outside force saw 2 parts of the same star.
What is that from?
That is from the Ultimatum Queer Love season 1.
Oh, is it really? Wow.
Vanessa and Xander met at a taco truck.
Wow. Maybe it was their taco truck.
It could have been. So is this going to be, you know how a Big Brother, they always do like the same stereotypes and casting, the same archetypes?
Yeah.
Are we going to have a couple on the Ultimatum Queer Love every season that has something to do with a food truck?
Maybe.
Is that an archetype now?
Yeah. Is AJ the new Vanessa? I don't know.
We'll have to see how wacky AJ gets. But yeah, this food truck is really a wedge in their relationship. Apparently,
what's gonna happen if they break up? Like, do they have to like go to court to like? Are they gonna cut the food truck in half?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
How does that work?
It seems that Marie wants nothing to do with the food truck.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
But you're right. They co-own it. No, because she says at one point that she like shows up because she has to, not that she wants to.
Maybe she get bought out or something. Because I'll be honest, this is the relationship I have the least hope in of any of them.
Dude, Marie says she's issuing the ultimatum because she wants a family, and Mel says she doesn't want marriage or kids because she has a fear of fucking up. What? So somebody wants kids and some doesn't.
Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. Yeah.
Otherwise,
and they just don't. They really keep bringing up the fact that the food truck is the one thing that ties them together. Like they're almost like hinting throughout this entire first few episodes that if they didn't have the food truck, they'd probably be broken up by now.
Yeah, so
it's like I have the least hope in this couple sticking together, for sure.
Every other couple, though, I think they're dead.
Well, no, but I mean, I think this is the worst of them all, in my opinion.
Yes,
or the best of them all, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, AJ and Brittany. Brittany says, "Why are you afraid to marry me?" And AJ says, "I'm afraid I won't be your knight in shining armor. We'll just buy some fucking armor, AJ." And
yeah, you're not a romantic unless you buy the armor.
But AJ is like, it's awkward because I slept with everybody at the armor store, so I can't. I can't go back there. They all hate me.
All their numbers.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
All of them pledged their knighthood to me.
So if I go in there, they'll figure it out.
I've got an army waiting for me if I need them.
AJ also does this. This is interesting. AJ says, my parents were married more than 30 years, so I'm afraid to get married. Usually it's like my parents were divorced, but this is my parents stayed married. So
I grew up in a really good, solid home, and I don't want that. I don't.
No, I can't do it.
I really don't.
No, it's terrible.
My parents were head over heels in love with each other, as happy as can be for 30 years, and I just don't want that.
It just seems like it would be better to play the field with everybody in the entire world.
Yeah. I mean, look, when you have everybody in the world at your feet, pledging their knighthood to you, what else are you going to do?
Well, let's get to the pool party. They play Chappell Roan's Hot to Go.
Wow.
Netflix,
that budget is huge.
It's booming. They're playing music that Ben knows. That's how crazy this shit
That is crazy. Yeah.
It's wild. No shade.
It's kind of hard not to know these big Chappell Roan songs lately.
No, I know. They're fucking...
They're everywhere.
They're mad ubiquitous at this point.
They're also pretty catchy. They're pretty
catchy. They're real. No, they're quite good.
Very catchy.
Did you like my use of ubiquitous?
Very nice.
Thank you.
It was totally ubiquitous, dude.
Thank you. Thank you. Marita says her perfect date is a little scavenger hunt, but the other person has to set it up. It's like, what's your perfect date? Somebody doing something ridiculous for me.
Yeah, it's like you can't want all that stuff and then not be the person that has to do it. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
My love language is receiving gifts. My love language is receiving physical touch. My love language is receiving words of affirmation, but my love language is not giving any of that.
Right.
Because that's my love language and my attachment style.
I've always loved like beautifully made hand painted portraits of myself, but my partner doesn't paint. And so it's like really frustrating.
Wow. I need to issue an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. She also says that the romantic antics, nice poetry there, she does for her partner is a cry for help, and she feels that she deserves more. She's crying for help.
Oh no.
It's like she's at the bottom of a well.
Oh no.
And nobody will lower the bucket to raise her.
Wow.
Save her.
It's
Save
like
Maria.
the scenario you've cooked up.
Well, that's what it's like. That's what I see from her. Mel and Dana talk. Mel says that Mel is close for melodrama, is short for melodrama.
Wow.
Which
beautiful name.
Yeah, I might name my firstborn Melodrama now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's good news for us. And I think that can happen because I feel like she was kind of like the undercover player.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that Danas are trouble, by the way?
Yes. She also said that Danas are trouble.
I've never encountered a Dana in the wild, ever.
Have you ever encountered?
I've never met a Dana. Have you met a Dana?
You've never met a Dana?
I don't think I've ever met a Dana. I probably have, but like not memorable. It wasn't memorable.
It's a very common name.
I can't think of a single fucking Dana I've ever met.
I've never encountered a Dana with a Y in
like a Dana.
Yeah, I've met many DANAs. Maria says she's met multiple DAYNAs, and I'm like, why are you adding the Y? Like, what does it add?
I can't think of a single Dana I've ever met.
Wow. Lucky you, because they're trouble, and trouble's not good. You want to stay out of trouble.
Dana Carvey. I never met him, but
yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't
he's the
count.
only person I could think of with the name Dana.
Yeah. I can only met real life Danas, and it'd be weird to shout them out. So I went to high school with
I'm going to just go to a local grocery store, get on their PA system and say, Dana, is there a Dana here?
I need to meet a Dana.
There's a little lost boy up at front who's searching for a Dana.
Let's get to Megan and Pilar. They talk about their shared experiences with their families. They talk about how their partners are I love this. They talk about how they feel their partners are pressuring them to make a decision. They are. They gave you an ultimatum, and you're on a TV show where you have to make a decision.
Yes.
The show is called The Ultimatum Queer Love Season 2, Marry or Move On.
Yeah.
You're being pressured. Let's get to Pilar and Kyle. Kyle says they are in the best relationship ever, but they're thinking about the future when Bridget isn't. So Pilar revealed.
Yeah, Kyle really wants to get married.
Yes. And Pilar reveals that her and Dana have never been with another girl before, so it's that couple. And Kyle says Pilar reminds her of Bridget. It's the start of the love triangle.
I just wish, can't they bend the rules just a little bit?
Throuple.
Please.
Throuple.
Honestly, it seems like they'd be interested in that. I don't know.
2025,
Let her be the unicorn to their relationship.
I would never change my monogamous relationship, but I do feel regressive being in one because there are so many single people.
100%.
There's so many single people, and it's like if we just allowed more people into our relationships, there would be less single people.
I bet AJ'd be on board.
Yeah, but it's a little different because AJ would be in like a million different.
It's not a love triangle. It's like a love infinity. It's like a
AJ would just be in a million different ones. I'm talking about the poor single people, AJ. No, Pilar and Bridget. Spontaneity, blah blah blah. Hobbies. They both want to do glass blowing though.
In Glendale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out LA adjacent. or LA County. Let's go.
That's basically LA.
Let's talk about the fucking what's my favorite mall? Americana
Mall,
brand. Yeah. Let's go.
That's right.
Yeah, but you can't get Labubus there. You have to go to Century City or the Galleria. Speaking of Labubus, if anybody has a hookup or has a non-Lafufu toffee Labubu.
What's a Lafufu? Is that a knockoff?
Yeah, it's a knockoff.
Wow. Those are happening already, huh?
Oh, so many.
When is McDonald's going to release their mini Labubu?
Oh, that's going to happen. That's
definitely going to happen.
If you have the hookup for like, a free toffee Labubu, the macaroon series, you want to give it to me, just DM us.
Are those the easily obtainable ones?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not that hard on the app, but I really want the toffee Labubu. Toffee. Okay. If you can help me with the toffee Labubu.
Or even better idea, subscribe to our Patreon. Patreon.com/reality alert. We got Ultimatum Queer Love Season 2 Center.
Why not both? I just got ankle surgery, and the only thing that will make me feel better is if I get a Labubu and my favorite toffee and the macaron.
The doctor didn't give you one?
No, he lost.
The surgeon is supposed to give you a Labubu after your surgery.
He's supposed to implant it inside my ankle.
Oh my god!
Like a little Labubu.
They screwed up at the hospital.
If you guys want to buy me,
have to talk to insurance about that.
A 6-pack blind box. I'll make a PO box. You guys can all send me Labubus. I'd be very happy. So hit me up with those Labubus, or I'll have to issue an ultimatum.
I don't think nobody's gonna send you a Labubu.
Guys, please send me Labubus. No, guys, I need the toffee. Please give me your toffee Labubu. I love him.
You're gonna be one of those guys that gets like the vest, and you're gonna clip like 50 of those Labubus.
Yeah, I'm gonna start attaching to my car and stuff. I'm just waiting for the Princess Diana Labubu to come out.
Yes,
I need that.
The Old Glory Labubu with the Americana theme. Yeah,
the Americana at Branch themed Labubu.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So anyway, AJ is having a really fun time right now.
And your girl's getting it in right now.
Yeah. She says she pulled single AJ out of the closet. Wow. That's great though. Happy Pride. Single AJ has come out. So
that's great.
That's great.
Look out, everybody.
Yeah, they should. AJ and Marie, they both live in Orlando. And Marie talks about feeling second to the food truck and that she had to be there more than she wanted to be there. So she hates the fucking food truck. What kind of food do they make? I want the details on the food truck.
I know. They never said that, do they?
Yeah, we don't know anything about the food truck.
I would love to know.
We can look into it for Love Center, maybe.
Do you think they live in Orlando just for like Disney? Do you think?
Yeah. Why else would you?
I always wonder, like, does everyone who lives in Orlando, is it because they're like obsessed with Disney World?
Dude, it seems like people in LA just live here because they're obsessed with Disneyland. I know people with season passes and stuff, and I'm like, you can do the park in a day. Like, how often do you need to go to Disneyland that you need a season pass?
Every week.
I know people when I was at UC Irvine briefly that would go like every week, like all the time. It's like love Disney. And I love going to Disney World and Disneyland, but I couldn't imagine all the time. Like, you feel like it would kind of like ruin the novelty.
Because you don't feel the magic.
I know. It's something was wrong with me.
You grew up, idiot. You're never supposed to grow up.
I know.
You're supposed to have your Peter Pan, your inner Peter Pan.
You're not supposed to grow up and become obsessed with Labubus. You're supposed to stay adolescent and be obsessed with Disney World.
And when you eat your dinner, you don't actually have dinner there, but it's all imaginary, and you're eating all the ice cream.
I know, it's blue. It's blue ice cream.
Blue ice cream, and you're like stuff in your face.
I know. Let's talk about AJ and Marita. They connect on being hopeless romantics. I don't think AJ is a hopeless romantic. I think she's a player, true and true.
I don't know.
You think she
torn on this one.
romances with everybody?
I think she is legitimately like. I think she's a fall in love with everyone type of person.
I can see that.
I've known people like this before, and it's like, how do you fall in love so fast with everyone? And it's crazy. I don't know. I think that's a thing.
No, it's true. It's true. She could be like a serial monogamist, and she's just waiting to see where she'll end up. I see that.
I don't think monogamy even has anything to do with it. I think, she can love many people at once.
Yeah, that's true. So AJ said she's an MC, but I'm not sure what does that have to do with getting the Orlando R&B artist?
Probably because she was on a show with.
Maybe she just wanted to let everybody know that she's an MC. Maybe that's
that too. Sure.
She wanted us to know.
We'll
have to, when we throw a party, we'll have her be the MC.
Right, for our Shrek Con.
For Shrek Con. Not Reality Alert Con, Shrek Con.
Shrek Reality Alert Con, December 25th at the Excalibur in Vegas.
2025, baby.
2025.
All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this cocktail party. Let's see what AJ had to think at the beginning of this cocktail party.
I came in this process with Brittany, but I'm digging everybody. Dana looks hot as shit. Bridget looks phenomenal, killing it. Marita's killing it in her brown dress. She's white chocolate. She's giving chocolate vibes. Pilar looks like the golden ticket you just found out the chocolate bar. And yeah, I'm a hoochie daddy without the shorts.
I love AJ. I love AJ.
I think her favorite movie must be Willy Wonka, right? A lot of Factory, all that stuff. Maybe Chocolat. Anything Johnny Depp, clearly.
Kyle is the everlasting gobstopper that I could see myself being with forever.
I'm Augustus Gloop because I can't get enough.
Haley is the golden goose, and I must have one. I must.
I'm Violet Beauregard because I want it now. If you want to hear us talk about their first celebrity crushes, we did do a cast breakdown, which is available in the feed, so we're not going to go over those again. We talked about them at length.
I love a big titty bitch.
I didn't like the way that they sat around degrading these celebrity crushes, though. I don't think men would ever talk like that. I think that discussing Renee Rapp like that was disrespectful, and we don't condone it. We don't, Ben.
Wow, no.
Why didn't they talk about these celebrities' personalities? Why didn't you say Renee Rapp? She has a big, lovely personality instead of talking about her chest. Do we think about that?
She's got big old personality.
Big old personality. I love a big old personality individual rather than I love a big chested B word. Have we thought about
respectful,
that?
Max. That's so
Thank you.
All so respectful.
I don't even look below someone's neck.
It's respectful. It's non-toxic.
It's non-toxic.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. So Brittany, Mel says she knows one day she's going to be the villain in somebody's story, and she's okay with it.
I think we know which story. I think it's the current one with the food truck.
The food truck story. And she also says, in the Bronx Tale, they say you get 3 great loves in your life, and Maria's her second. I love living your life based on the Bronx Tale.
I love that. And she's like, it's like her whole philosophy and everything.
She's like, so I only got one more, and then I'm fucked, or I'm stuck with them forever. Like, you're really living your life based on what they said in the Bronx Tale?
I guess.
Okay.
And she also found out from this movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven, that all dogs actually go to heaven. So
it's good.
It's good.
AJ and Marita. Marita tells us she loves that AJ is a hopeless romantic, and they're both so giddy and excited. They're really connecting.
I really thought after this scene that they were going to be the ones linked up. I really did.
Sorry, everybody's linked up with AJ.
Everybody is.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Dana and Megan, they're worried. And Megan seems to be the one that's more visibly insecure, but Dana is sensitive to it, and they hug. This is what I'm talking about. That like they check in with each other and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
It's that scene later at night though that's like kind of crushing.
What do you think, Ben? That they should have left? Did you want that to happen?
No, absolutely not. I'm team good TV. I want the drama.
Okay, just checking. I thought I lost you, and that scared me. Like, what if I lost you? It makes me feel insecure.
But I can feel a little bad for Megan. Right?
No. Don't make me issue an ultimatum. Okay. No, I do too. I mean, being on this show and doing, I couldn't imagine any of this. These people are cray cray.
They're cray cray.
These are some of the craziest people on reality TV.
Cray cray.
Let me sacrifice my relationship. Kyle and Bridget. Bridget is making a connection and doing finger guns with Pilar, which is like fucking cool as shit. When they pull out the finger guns, it's like over, or so we thought.
Yep.
And Bridget is watching and says, Bridget's doing, I think Kyle is doing it with Pilar. And Bridget's watching, says it's weird to watch Kyle make connections with the same person she is. And Bridget even says Pilar would be great with Kyle. And then Pilar tells us she could be in a trial marriage with either of them. The triangle, like, it's really developing.
You know what? When are these producers gonna just fucking let this happen? Huh? I'm sick of it.
How many more years do we have to wait? I feel like it's gonna be 2028.
What if the producers were like, look, if you guys wanted to, you can.
I know.
Just give them the option at least. Because maybe Kyle and Bridget, they didn't come there for that. And they don't want to do that. That's fine.
Maybe it's what they need.
Just let them have the option.
Yes.
Just give them the option.
Marie and AJ. Brittany tells Bridget it's weird watching AJ flirt with other people and that AJ has game. Well, that's very clear.
She should have known. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Marie says AJ makes her feel the most comfortable. Marie says AJ is her favorite person and they have a dynamic. Is this the only time that like they talk? Like I don't have like
strong... Marie and Brittany?
No, Marie and AJ. Because that's who AJ ends up with.
Well,
right?
She's not one of the final choices, I don't think, of AJ. She's not, is she?
Who does AJ end up with? Doesn't AJ end up with Marie?
No, no, you're right. It is AJ and Marie.
Yeah, exactly. It's confusing, right?
We don't see them talk. Well, it's confusing because there's so many people that AJ's talking with.
But I feel like Marie and AJ, it was like such a weird choice because we're like, who? Like
it definitely felt to me like they showed it less because they wanted to give the surprise of Marita being shocked by it. But I'll bet they talked an equal amount.
No, I bet this was the only conversation. And AJ was like,
and it was good enough.
That's enough. I it is an expert.
Hold on, Marie. I got to go string some other girls along. So just relax.
Yeah. Let's get to AJ and Brittany. AJ says, even though you're my ex, I can tell something's going on. They check in too. Brittany, she's upset and she just talks about it being tough. But some of AJ's responses are very funny. So Brittany's like crying. And AJ first says, I know you're my ex. I know this is tough. I love being like, she's like, I'm comforting you, but just remember, you're my ex now, okay?
Yeah.
Just remember, we're not together.
Just remember, I can sleep with whoever and how many people that I want now.
And then Brittany goes, you make this look so easy. And AJ says, I'm just trying to take this wherever it leads me. Being like, remember, you're my ex, and this can lead me to many different places with many different women, and I can go as far as I want.
It's like Space Mountain at Disney World. I'm going to explore all the mountains. All right.
AJ tells us
I don't got to wait in line because you better believe I got the fast pass.
Oh, yeah, baby. They don't have fast pass anymore, by the way. It's really sad.
Oh, that's a terrible news.
You have to pay like $30 extra to get Genie or whatever. It's crazy.
You have to be a celebrity now, huh?
Yeah, I have to get the VIP.
Wow.
AJ tells us if she answers Brittany's ultimatum without clarity, she'll have resentment later. AJ's like, I have to fuck.
I gotta fuck.
I won't have the clarity.
How will I know if you're the one?
Yeah, I'll have no clarity if I don't just bounce around, you know? I need to do this.
How am I gonna live in the house that you bought for me with you for the rest of our lives unless I fucked other people?
Yeah, AJ has a great situation. Like, why is she trying to ruin that, you know?
Yeah, her girlfriend gave her a house and a fucking fast pass to Disney World. Like, what the
hell? So back at the hotel, yeah, we get the scene with Dana and Megan, and you know, Dana bullies her into staying. You know,
yeah, shoved her into a locker and everything.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. Let's get to episode 2. Yeah, they decide to stay. We get 5 days until the countdown. AJ, you know, she's flirting up a storm. She says she likes Marie, Bridget, and Marita. It's getting Mambo number 5 up in here.
Yeah,
Ben,
we gotta get the song.
Yeah.
A little bit of Marie in my life, a little bit of Bridget
on the side, a little bit of Marita's all I need, a little bit of Brittany's all I see, a little bit of Mel in the sun, a little bit of Pilar all night long.
I love it.
I know.
It could be a hit.
Yeah. Do you know that Marita is dangerous and like fire though?
She is dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, she wrote a kind of like a really scary book. So
yeah. Anyone who sees themselves as a Rebecca Black type is dangerous, I think. For sure. Dude. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I looked. So she has a tattoo that says "This is the life." So I had to like look up what that was.
Oh, you think it's like a reference to something specific?
Well, she says I sang the song "This Is the Life," so I assumed, and she was 8, so I assumed it wasn't.
Oh yeah, on a show called iPop, which I've never heard of.
So the first thing I looked up was the song. It's a 2007 song by Scottish singer-songwriter Amy McDonald from a debut song of the same name. I hadn't heard it before, but it's a little catchy. And then, what is iPop?
It's got to be like a kids competition show, right? Because she said it was when she was a kid.
iPop LA. It's like still around apparently. It's a premier talent showcase for up and coming new stars, and you can check out a few of the successes. Oh, Madeline Pesh was in it from Riverdale. She's the redhead.
Ariana Grande did it.
Ariana Grande did it. Wow. So we recognize 2 of those people. Okay.
Jacob Batalon.
Oh, from Spider-Man.
Wow.
Lucas Till. His name sounds familiar too. You know, pretty soon they're going to put Marita up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
wow. See. But now she's in marketing and reality TV.
I think she should still go for her dream.
Would this be a red flag?
I think she should compete with child stars now. Yeah.
Would this be a red flag for you? So you're on a reality TV show genuinely to find love, and somebody when they were 8 years old, they got a record deal, and they
got insecure because of Rebecca Black's Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. So would it be a red flag because you think they're trying to restart their career from when they were 8?
If they were going to restart it, then yeah.
Well, they haven't. They're not being explicit, but do you think would you be suspicious if you were on the show and you were on a date with them?
Yeah,
yeah. But she's such a romantic.
But she's gonna be huge after this.
Yeah, I know, and she'll leave you in the dust.
She should ask. Bobby from the UK for some tips. From Love Is Blind UK.
Oh, Body of a Dancer, Bobby.
Body of a Dancer, Bobby.
Yes,
he's a big pop star. Huge.
That's true. And I think I would have her like sing for me, so I could judge if I actually think she had talent, so I would know if I have to be worried or not.
I hope they do that in this season. They should have like all the ladies sit and listen.
They should have a talent show night.
Yes. and she has to sing, and then we get them all going. They're doing their Paula Abdul impressions, their Simon Cowell impressions.
Yes.
And they're like, "Yes, honey, I thought it was really good." Okay, and they
that was the most trash I've heard in my entire fucking life.
You got talent. You got a lot of talent. And then
I love your Paula Abdul.
Somebody does the Randy.
I was in a music video with a cartoon
with a
cat once that I wanted.
His name is MC Scat.
I wanted to fuck him, and he smoked cigarettes.
He was so hot. But honey, you're so good. You did so good, honey. You're so talented, and I love you. I love you.
Yeah. Well, from the cast reveal we did, a bunch of them are MCs and DJs trying to start their DJ career,
so they could
through the Ultimatum.
Scat Cat.
Yeah, Scat Cat.
Yeah, MC Scat Cat.
MC Scat Cat.
That was his name, right?
I think it's just MC Cat, right?
I don't think so. No, it's Scat Cat.
It's MC. Oh, MC Scat Cat with a K.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
just MC. That's a weird name. Yeah. Well, he has a whole Wikipedia article.
Please don't be judgmental.
A whole Wikipedia article. Oh, he had a spin-off and an album.
Yeah.
Wow. The Adventures of MC Scat Cat and the Stray Mob.
Why are you so surprised? I don't understand.
I just didn't know about it.
Well, wow.
I got to hear these songs, Cat in the Casino and Scat Strut.
They're really good hits.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Paula Abdul, she was a singer and dancer. She
2 steps forward, 3 steps back. That was the music video, I think.
Yeah,
right?
well, she made a music video for this song called Opposites Attract, and she's starting it with a cartoon cat called MC Cat, who's very hot. Okay, let's continue. Unless you have anything else you want to say about MC Scat Cat.
Just legend. That's
legend, all. Yeah. Bless up. R.I.P. Pour one out. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously died of lung cancer a couple of years ago. All
yeah,
that
big smoker. Big chain smoker.
Big chain smoker.
Oh.
Oof. Okay, Kyle and Pilar. Kyle tells Pilar that they're drawn to their connection with Bridget because it was unexpected. And Pilar tells Kyle in her head, Kyle doesn't fight. And Pilar also regrets not telling her parents. They just connect about all this shit. It's not very thrilling. Should we move on? You know, Kyle, Pilar, and Bridget, they're just in a love triangle. You know, it's just wondering, where are they going to go? What's going to happen? Who's going to fall in love?
I just want it to be a 3-way marriage.
I know. The whole time I'm like, you guys all are you're all compatible.
I feel so bad for Bridget being left out of this.
I know.
It's terrible.
I know. And then, yeah, it's just not fair. How about AJ and Bridget, though? We get some really typical questions here. Do you sleep naked? Do you like sex?
It's the player in the Ultimatum is always the first to ask these questions.
Yes.
Do you sleep naked?
You sleep. Who the fuck cares? Doesn't make sense. Do you think
how many times do you have sex? You know, they're like writing all the notes down.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I got to compare you to the other people. Do you care if I fuck around on you? How about this though? AJ talked about questions that her mom might ask.
Hey, when you eat my daughter's pussy, does she enjoy it? Like, do you make her come?
That's pretty standard, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What are your intentions with my daughter? Do you intend to make her come?
Yeah, it is important. I will say it is important in a relationship. So
yeah, we've all heard
these are good questions for parents to ask.
We've all heard that before. I don't get why Bridget was acting strangely to that.
I don't know.
It's 2025. You know, we all talk about cum. Yeah.
People in the chat who haven't even seen the 3 episodes yet don't even believe that this is real. It is real.
It's real.
She said that. AJ actually said that.
It's not an AI soundbite. So we get and AJ tells Bridget, you're a strong contender, and Bridget says the same. Let's get one day until the choice. Mel and Brittany talk. Mel keeps talking about how the scared thing for marriage is sicker for poorer. And we finally get the explanation. She says when she was born, she almost died and faces a lot of health issues, faces chronic pain. She doesn't know if she wants to bring a partner through that. And Brittany says, you're deserving of love. I think that's pretty much the reason. It's like just because you have chronic illness doesn't mean you don't deserve to get married.
Yeah, Mel brought up like the stuff said at the altar before, and I thought it was like really weird and ambiguous. I
thought it was like, you don't want to take care of a sick person. I was like, oh,
I know. I was
you're
like, what
sick.
the fuck?
You view yourself as sick. I was like, you don't want to deal with a poor person. I was like,
what till death do you part reminds you that we all die someday?
Yeah, I was like, what
the
vows?
Like,
but it's like you've already been in a relationship and your partner is willing to love you. Like it's chill. But I understand.
But yeah, I had no idea that it was to this extent.
Yeah,
she was being vague about it, but now I get it. It's like,
but
she shouldn't feel that way though. I feel so bad that.
I understand how she could though, but I don't think that should be a reason for not marrying someone. And I hope that she can see that like I loved how Brittany handled it. It was like, you're deserving of love and marriage and everything, and you shouldn't be robbed of more in life.
That shouldn't be a reason, and owning a taco truck with someone shouldn't be a reason.
She shouldn't be robbed of more in life than she already has by being, in pain.
Hard on herself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like life has probably already been more difficult, and you shouldn't.
Yeah, life is already hard on you. Don't be
more.
extra hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she, I hope she can work through that.
I'm glad we heard this though, because it definitely like shows a different side of Mel.
Yeah.
Because Mel comes off as very like cool, calm, collected type person. And it's like you don't really see you can see now like why she sort of puts a guard up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So she's an interesting character.
Yeah. Mel and Dana, when asked, Dana says she's not a top or bottom, she's a verse. Mel says she asked that because her nails suggest she might be a bottom because her nails are very long.
Oh,
so she can't finger as well, I believe is the implication.
Right.
The nails are long.
I got that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finger lady
you
parts.
Be very careful.
Very careful, yes. But I love that the explanation is that Dana says her ex, Megan, talked her into getting them when they came, and she hadn't had long nails in over 2 years.
Interesting.
I think Megan knew what she was doing. She knew what she was gonna look
also,
like.
I got you this new bra that has all these spikes in them.
Yeah, I got you this really cool belt that locks with a key. Oh, I threw the key in the river. Oh man. Oh,
it also works like a bear trap, so if anyone tries to touch it, it will cut their hand.
Oh man, you're not gonna be able to take that off. Wow. Oops. Oops. And I use the strongest glue in the world on those nails, so my bad. Megan and Haley. Who the fuck is Haley?
Yeah, I know, right? She came out of nowhere.
I don't think we've heard from this person.
She was I think she was Pilar's high school sweetheart.
But is she on the show?
She's apparently late arrival, I think.
We've never seen her before.
It is crazy. I had to check my notes when she came on screen. I was like, wait a minute. I know I wrote Haley at one point, and then I realized that it was at the very beginning when I was writing down all the couples.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? They connect them being late bloomers. Haley's a food scientist, but Megan wants kids and Haley doesn't. But then Haley's like, I just don't want to give birth. And Megan's like, I'll do it. And Haley's like, that could sweeten the deal.
That's all it took.
It's all it took. They fixed it.
There's many ways to have children these days, Haley.
Yeah, you can lay an egg or something.
Right. Or poop it out.
Yeah, you just poop it. You don't have to.
Big deal.
Yeah.
He called the storks.
Yeah, I thought that's why does she think? I thought storks deliver them.
I thought so too. From an aircraft carrier, right?
Yeah. Come on. Cocktail party, another one. They love their cocktail parties. AJ and Marie. Oh, we do see one brief conversation with them. Brittany and Mel. Brittany says she won the twerk contest at Carnival. That's really impressive because
that's very cool.
They have a lot of very good twerkers there. That would be a green flag. They decide that they're not going to talk to anyone else at the end of this conversation, but that's not what happens. Megan and AJ are talking, and Dana comes over and hugs Megan and says, "I'm glad you're doing better. I love you." And it's very awkward.
It's very weird. Yeah.
Yes. Dana then goes to Mel and is like, "Why haven't you talked to me?" And she's like, "You're acting like you don't know me." And she says, "I think you have stronger connection with Brittany and you're not letting on." And Mel like refuses to kind of like admit what's happening. Yeah. And she calls Mel out for playing games, and Mel denies it. I didn't think this was going to work for Dana, but it does because they end up pairing up. Mel likes it.
She likes it. Yeah. She gave her the strong pitch, didn't she? She was like, "I'm the one that's going to challenge you."
Well, it's funny because it proves that Mel really is playing games because she basically takes it as Dana doing a game move. She's like, "Ooh, you're making a move on me. This is like a game, you know? Like
she likes it.
You stole me from Brittany, who I just told I was committed to."
It's crazy.
Yeah. AJ and Megan talks, and AJ says that there's something off about Mel. They both don't think that Mel has good intentions, and they think it's weird how physical Mel is with people. Okay, AJ.
That it is wild for AJ to be saying that shit.
It's really the pot.
But then we get the reverse side of it almost immediately after we get running the conversation about AJ.
So funny. Haley and who's Haley? They talk about Haley and Megan talk about how their date went well. Pilar and Kyle, they talk about connecting on a soul level. Bridget and Marita talk. Bridget doesn't feel decided. Marita says she has intense feelings for AJ. And this is when Bridget goes, "Wait, I thought I was AJ's number one. You tell me people are going on dates with other people? I thought I was the only one dating multiple people."
It's insane.
I know. Do you think
on this show of all shows?
I know.
It's wild.
Do you think she took the AJ thing too hard, or do you think it was reasonable?
I think it was perfect for television.
I think it's perfect television. I think it's somewhere in between. I think it's like, well, of course.
I mean, it is crazy that nobody has acknowledged it yet that AJ is like the winner of the show.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Why hasn't AJ gotten $100,000 yet?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
Yes. Bridget and Ashley talk. Who the fuck is Ashley? We haven't seen Ashley
come in with Haley as a late arrival.
I do not think we've had a scene with Ashley yet, and I can actually check. Okay, we might have had one scene with Ashley before.
At the beginning.
Yeah, we in the beginning, but we actually
introduced. That's
but we haven't seen her in a conversation yet.
No,
literally.
I do think it's funny that she kind of looks like Marita. Like they kind of like the reason they're together is because they look like themselves.
Ashley just wants generic things out of a trial marriage, and Bridget just wants to make sure somebody still wants her. Bridget's just like doing damage control.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Ashley who at one point even says during the choice, like, "Oh, I'm just happy that you noticed me because people don't notice me because I'm kind of like wallpaper. I don't really stand out."
And then Joanna said, "Who said that?"
Yeah, what? Did somebody say something? Must have been the wind. All right, moving on.
I'm here.
Mm.
And then Haley goes, "I'm here too." And then Ashley goes, "Who said that?"
It is so weird that they didn't even get a small scene until like right before the choice.
Yeah, the choice.
Yeah. Marita and AJ. AJ says a trial marriage would be bananas, but they could bring harmony to each other's lives.
Wow.
And then Marita says, well, I really want to touch you right now. And AJ says, why not? You know, we're single. Those other people are our exes. Yeah. I was really hoping they were going to like make out in front of everybody.
I know. Why didn't they?
Because AJ keeps everybody tempted.
It's true.
AJ
you gotta keep them wanting. You know?
AJ can't blow up her spot. Kyle, Bridget, and Pilar. I love how Bridget then goes and interrupts Kyle and Pilar talking and says, how are you thinking about the two of us? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Totally kidding. Pick me. I lost AJ. I'm desperate.
I'll be waiting for you both after the experiment.
Yeah. Bridget and Pilar talk. Bridget reveals that a lot of people have intense chemistry with AJ, and Pilar confirms that it sucks. And Bridget's like, I'm gonna confront AJ at the trust. And Pilar says that's hot.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Should we get to the choice?
I like how she's like so confident about it too. And then at the choice, she's like, "Can I pass?" Well, I thought I was gonna be tough coming into this.
Well, she realized because when they walked into the choice, everybody was like kissing AJ on the lips to greet her. She's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, like 5-second
makeout sessions. Makeout sessions. So AJ says she's played the field so well, she feels like DMX being able to list so many women. I think that's a reference to the DMX song "What These Bitches Want" featuring Cisco, where DMX just lists all of his women.
Listing names.
Just listing women.
It's a list bit.
Yeah, pretty much. So Joanna arrives and says, I thought about you all a lot. She then re-explains the premise of the show. Thank you so much, Joanna. So useful.
Thank you.
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Cheers to love.
Thanks. So Bridget tries to pass, and she says there's a lot of uncertainty. And then she calls AJ out for being inauthentic, but it doesn't really work out for her.
No. Mm-mm.
I like
because everybody's just like, shut up. We all love her.
Shut the fuck up. We want AJ to choose us, and you're trying to ruin it. But thank you for sacrificing yourself. I like how Brittany says she's like, AJ is fine, okay? AJ has charisma, so I'm not surprised by any of this.
It would have been such a cool move if AJ chose Bridget after this.
Yeah, that would have been.
If AJ was like, you know what? I respect that.
I respect.
Come here, you.
Why did Brittany say charisma and not Riz? Like, I don't remember the last time I heard charisma used instead of Riz. Yeah. You know,
what is she, like 80 years old or something?
When did they film this? Like 1999 or something? Yeah,
I bet she doesn't even know who Bombardino Crocodile is.
So chuggy. It's just embarrassing.
Non-stop Riz.
AJ compliments Marie's heart and appetite for the world and some other bullshit. And Marie thanks her for digging deep. AJ tells Marita she's scared to death of her, and she doesn't get Marita's level of romance in her normal relationship. Marita showers AJ back with compliments, but says she's second-guessing things after what she's heard. But then she wants to trust her because what they built is special. So Marita chooses AJ. Marie chooses AJ. And we get a cliffhanger, and then AJ chooses Marie. You were surprised.
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming because I didn't really remember who Marie was.
But I loved it, though.
Oh, I did. We love a zig. We love a zag.
I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be Bridget, you know. I knew it wasn't going to be. I knew it was. Well, no, it was really down to Marita and Marie at that point. And I really thought Marita. I really did.
The Ultimatum isn't like a trick editing show usually. It's usually like, oh, they spent a lot of time with this person. They're going to be together, you know? Like, yeah. But I liked it. I like being surprised.
Me too.
Yeah. Marita,
I did hear this episode was directed by M. Night Shyamalan, so it makes sense.
That's sick.
It's really cool.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why all the songs are his daughter's songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say his daughter's gonna make a cameo in episode 10. They're gonna do a concert.
She did that. She did iPop with
yeah,
with Marita.
It was actually her cover of "Hot to Go" that they played. Marita, she's mad at AJ. She feels misled. I think she'll come around though. I think AJ will get her back.
Oh yeah. AJ's not done.
It's AJ.
I hope AJ's not done with Marita.
And your girl's getting it in right now.
She'll get it in. I just want to say Joanna diffuses the situation so well. She really does. She says, I just want to say I have so much respect for all of you because you are so brave.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Joanna. We love when hosts diffuse situations unnecessarily.
Such soothing words.
Yeah, she's really good at her job. Sorry. I just don't get why she's there. Pilar reveals to Joanna she has a love triangle with Bridget and Kyle, and Pilar says her and Bridget continue each other's sentences, and Kyle snuck up and surprised her with chemistry, and Kyle would challenge her. Pilar chooses Kyle, and Kyle chooses Pilar. So there we go. I think that's an interesting couple right there.
Yeah. I kind of was thinking it was going to go this way after the cocktail party the night before.
Yeah, me too.
But I just feel bad for Bridget being left out of that because they so clearly want to all be in this together. Come on.
I know. I think Bridget played herself a little bit.
She did a little.
She could have played herself into the thruple, but she went after AJ instead. She didn't see the signs of a player.
She swung for the fences. What can he say?
I know. You know, you got to respect that. Yep. So then Ashley and Bridget end up together. Good for Bridget. Haley and Megan turned up together. Should we get to Dana, Mel, and Brittany? Mm-hmm. We have a little bit of stuff here. Dana says Mel has challenged her and that she is like her and that she is stubborn. Mel says she also connected with Brittany and that she always felt Brittany was listening to her. Mel says Dana has been trouble, like she said on the first date, but she really wants to keep connecting with her. She says she has a triple threat: mind, body, and soul. I thought triple threat was singing, dancing, and acting.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, mind, body, soul.
Good to know that things, well, this is 1999. Maybe mind, body, soul was triple threat back then.
Maybe. Do you think CAA and UTA and those places, do you think they're asking for mind, body, soul?
Yeah, I think we're mind, body, soul now. They're like, we don't need to hear 16 bars of a song anymore. We need to look through your eyes so we can see your soul. And we need you to take that SAT.
So, honey, your soul is beautiful. And your mind and your body. And I just think you're great, honey.
So Paula Abdul works for United Talent Agency.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's what she does now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Talent. That's what she does.
So Dana chooses Mel, Brittany chooses Mel, but Mel chooses Dana, so Brittany's left out.
Yeah. This didn't surprise me too much because I feel like Brittany hasn't been like trying that hard. Like she's been more upset about AJ being such a player.
Yeah, I don't think she really gives a shit.
Yeah.
She's like, AJ.
I think she realizes she's made a huge mistake doing the Ultimatum.
I think she just wants AJ to get it out of her system and like figuring it out, you know?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, did you think that like they kind of, I think it was a fake, they fake alluded to this. They were like, oh, you have the option if you're going to commit yourselves to the ultimatum to Marita and Brittany.
Yeah. I was wondering that too. Like, so could they choose to walk away then at that moment?
Or could they be single? Like
on Sneaky Links or something?
No, or like the Ultimatum season 3, how what's his face? The guy who says like we're all weirdos, he ended up single because all the people quit.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Sandy's Nick.
Yes,
Sandy's
Nick.
person, yes.
The guy who spiraled hard.
I know. Do you see that? Do you see that Sandy and what is his name? JR are gonna be on Perfect Match. Very exciting.
Very excited about that. They couldn't have chosen two better people.
No. Let's get so we get more engagement rings, and she says they can take one if they want to. It looks like they all do. It would have been interesting if somebody didn't, but we don't see. What is the point of these engagement rings if we don't even see the implication of them?
I don't know if anyone's gonna hand me an engagement ring, I'm gonna grab it.
And say yes and do the eye fluttering. Yes, I do. Joanna, I do. I enter a throuple with you in world champion Nick Swisher.
My leg keeps kicking back,
Oh, like in the Princess Bride? Right. No, in the Princess Diaries?
Yes.
Except
I'm keep doing it over and over like a mule.
Oh, nice.
Like a bull that's ready to charge.
This is sad. I don't think we have a donkey. Well, we have all the Shrek donkey sound bites, but I don't think we have like.
Well, the Shrek donkey counts.
Yeah, but I want like a donkey sound bite. Like a Winnie or a.
Did we not get that from what's her name on the circle? Xanthi? Did we not get that?
That's a pig,
She didn't do it.
I mean,
she didn't do a donkey in any.
No, she didn't do a donkey, unfortunately.
Shane's got to come close with a donkey.
Do you think Shane? Do you think that's donkey enough? The which one?
Play some.
Sorry, Metro, but I'm not fracking worried. Fracking, whatever it is. I don't know. It's not a word. I don't care what it is.
It's close.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dear Lord. Oh, I forgot.
That's pretty close.
It's the last. We need the last. Yeah, see, that's close.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get to these trial marriages. This was very upsetting. When I saw that they had puzzles of themselves to put together. No! I don't want to watch them put puzzles together. What is this, the circle? It's boring.
Also, like, they could be done with those in like 2 seconds. They were like 75-piece puzzles.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Amateur shit.
Ben, they're reality TV contestants. They have a history of sucking at puzzles. So let's not give them too much credit. Let's get to AJ and Marie. This is great. They start off and Marie says, "I'm happy the dating is over because I'm not the one to typically date multiple people at once." AJ does not have a response to that. AJ's like, AJ's like, can we go back to dating? Is the dating over? Is there anything explicitly said that we are closed off?
Yeah, we never said we were monogamous here.
Yeah. All right, can we talk about this egg thing?
Hard scramble versus wet scramble?
Yeah, but she thought it was weird that Marie said scrambled well. I don't think that's weird. Do you think that's weird? I haven't heard wet.
I haven't heard of hard or wet.
Yeah, I thought wet was weird. I think hard scramble isn't strange. I was like, wet?
I always hear like, oh, do you want your scrambled eggs fluffy? Like I hear that.
I've heard fluffy.
Yeah.
I've heard well.
Yeah.
I've heard soft. I think I've heard hard. I have not heard wet.
But you know what? 9 times out of 10, if I'm at a diner ordering scrambled eggs, they don't ask anymore.
They don't ask you how you want them.
I just say I want scrambled eggs, and that's it.
Yeah, and then you just get whatever you want, whatever they do. Yeah. But if I was asked, I would probably just say whatever. But I would say definitely not wet.
That sounds like it's not very cooked and it's yolky, too yolky.
Yeah, I mean, people are like runnies.
Like, well, why wouldn't I just get sunny side up then if I wanted?
I don't know, but even if I wanted runny scrambled eggs, I think I'd say runny before I said wet. Wet just sounds unappetizing.
It sounds like you poured up water.
Water.
Yeah, like a sloppy scramble.
She's acting like she's the right one. Yeah, that's so AJ. Oh, they're talking about showering and shit. Who the fuck cares? Talk about Crocs. I mean, sports mode. Like, it just depends. Are you playing sports? That's when you do sports mode for your Crocs, If you're playing soccer in your Crocs,
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Oh, sport. It's just when you put the strap on the back. It's not actually for playing sports. It's just called sports mode.
Oh.
You don't have Crocs?
No.
Bro. Yeah, you got to get the fur-lined ones. They're so comfortable.
They are a Colorado company, though, I will say.
Oh, dude, how do you not support them?
What? They're from Boulder. Yeah.
I have no idea. I do love my Crockies, though. Not as much as Labubus, though. Toffee, please. Kim on Instagram says she always asks for my scrambled eggs well done. So not wet, Kim? You don't want them...
Not hard?
Not hard. I would like my eggs hard and wet, please. Thank you very much.
Both.
Hard and wet. Just pour some water on
I
them.
want you to overcook them until they're black and burnt, and then I want you to pour a glass of water on them.
A glass of water. Thank you. I don't want them runny. I want them wet.
But I also want it to maybe chip a tooth. I want it to be hard. So, like a gobstopper.
Let's get to Brittany and Marita. They drink wine. Marita says she's super excited and feels relieved because she feels she was pushed into a corner with the choices she had. I mean, I think you pushed yourself into that corner.
A little bit, yeah. She kind of did.
Yeah. They talk about love language, boring. We don't care about that. But Brittany is thinking about all the cute romantic stuff they can do because Marita is lacking that in her relationship. And they talk about how they're going to
nice of her, I thought.
It was nice. That was sweet. And they're going to U-Haul it within 2 minutes, a new world record.
Wow.
Let's go. Get married.
I doubt that that's the record.
I hope they get... I bet it's like 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Bridget and Ashley, they're both happy it's over. Ashley says she doesn't necessarily believe AJ robbed Marita of her experience and that Marita just tends to go all in on things. I believe that.
Yeah.
That seems very Marita.
You go all in on iPop and you go all in on queer love
marketing. Yeah. Bridget says she doesn't know why she pushed Kyle and Pilar together. I'm like, did you? I think they just had an attraction regardless.
Yeah, I was gonna say didn't sound right. I don't know.
You didn't push yourself into the throuple. That's what you failed.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Talk to a producer.
Yeah. Kyle and Pilar. Pilar puts Kyle closer to the door, so if a murderer comes in the middle of the night, they will be the one to get murdered first.
Right. I feel like we've heard this before.
Yeah, it's
on reality. I think it was on Love Is Blind. Maybe they said it once.
You really learn who's a selfish person. You know.
Yeah. I want you to die.
I want you to die. And then Kyle asks if Pilar has an electric toothbrush and says, "I forgot mine, but I don't want to use yours." But I just wanted to. Kyle's very awkward.
Kyle's very awkward.
Yeah.
Kyle's funny, though. I do like Kyle.
Definitely. Is it weird to sleep with your socks on?
I sleep with my socks on.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't think it's that weird.
My wife, though, thinks it's weird.
Yeah, I mean,
wife Amy thinks she just is always baffled that I'm sleeping with my socks on. But I run hot as a person, but my feet run cold. If I take my socks off, then my
circulation.
These are freezing.
You have poor circulation.
I guess.
I'm armchair diagnosing you.
Well, what is that? What do I do? What do I do, Doc?
You're dying.
What do I do?
It's hopeless. You're gonna die in 7 days. It's like The Ring.
No.
You have to mail the sock. You have to give the.
Did I watch the show?
Somebody else has to wear the socks, and then you'll get your circulation back.
I have to get somebody else to wear the socks.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, I don't think it's that weird. I don't wear socks. I can't, but some people like to wear socks, like to have their toesies warm. Wife Amy's a little judgmental. Maybe she should be a little more open-minded. Tell her I said that. Wow. We have a mouth taper, Ben. We have a mouth taper.
These people love to tape their mouths shut.
I know. Yeah. That would creep me out. I don't want to sleep with a mouth taper. Just snore away. I'll listen to your snores. I just don't want to look at a mouth taper.
Yeah.
Or it could be cute. It could be cute. Oh, you tape on your mouth. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Dana and Mel. Dana says she does not sleep with the TV on, and Mel says, "Are you a sociopath?" for not sleeping with the TV on. As if sleeping with the TV
that's
on
insane, Mel.
is the normal thing to do.
Gaslighting.
Yeah, gaslighting, narcissistic personality disorder. Wow.
I don't know how people sleep with the TV on. It's crazy.
It's like oh, I need noise. Like, get a white noise machine or some shit. Run 4 box fans like a normal person.
Yeah.
A TV though, I don't want to do it.
Maybe even 5 box fans.
Yeah. Well, let's get to day 1 of the trial marriages. We meet Bentley, Ashley's puppy. Yay! We love the puppy.
I don't know if it's a dog or a goat.
We love the puppy.
Bentley's my favorite.
Yes. Dana and Mel. Mel said staying up till 5 a.m. last night was good for them. And Dana says, I feel like we're meant to be.
Whoa. Do you think they stayed up till 5 a.m. because Mel left the fucking TV on all night and they couldn't sleep?
Probably. Well, apparently it worked and they're U-hauling it because they feel like they're meant to be, dude. Yeah. Megan and Haley, well, let's listen to MC Megan right here.
Once upon a time, I met a girl named Haley. Been a week and she wanted to date me. Every day, all she does is educate me. I take your girl so you can hate. No, that's right.
Wow, that was
pretty good,
dude. All she does is educate her.
Pretty good.
I thought that the content was a little lacking. The flow
could have
was
been
all right.
better.
It could have been better. Yeah.
Honey, listen. I thought it was perfect. Your mind and your body was out of this world, honey, and it reminds me of the time I worked with Scat Cat, and we were sharing a cigarette together, and he said that the soul is the most important thing in a song, and that's what you did right now.
We dated for a bit. His barbed penis was a lot to get around, but we figured it out. AJ and Marie. Marie teaches AJ what certain cat behavior indicates.
I'm sorry, there's cat language.
What do you mean, I'm sorry, there's cat language?
Meow, meow, meow.
They literally talk.
Yeah, just ask MC Scat Cat.
Yeah, it all comes back to MC Scat Cat and his barbed penis. You know, that's just like what it comes back to.
Meow, meow, meow.
Like, so AJ was just like waiting for 10 minutes to drop this like joke. Is that what it was?
I don't know if it's a joke.
What saying?
Oh, the pussy joke. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the pussy joke, definitely. Yeah.
Meow.
Just like me in sound bites. Did we get a cat name, by the way? I don't think we got a cat name.
Nope.
Very upsetting.
So yeah, Chris Collin, dog guy.
I think
what I'm guessing.
Lambo.
Well,
we got Bentley, so we got a Lamborghini.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Cars. So Bentley, Lamborghini.
That's cool.
Lambo. Yeah. Lambo for short. Lamborghini for long.
Buick.
It's very cool. Luxury cars. Buick. Saturn.
Tercel.
Let's get to Brittany and Marita. Oh my god, when she walked out and we get the apartment footage of her like crying in the morning, I got PTSD and I thought she was gonna quit. I was like, oh no, she's gonna quit the show.
I really was worried.
Whenever they cut to the apartment cams, I'm like, someone's quitting. Please don't quit. I can't lose Marita. Like, what if she quits? Like, I can't do this.
Like the last Ultimatum where they were like 2 couples left in the dead of the night.
That was crazy.
And all we got was like the corner cameras in the apartment.
Yeah. They need to put cameras in the bedrooms. It's reality TV. They don't need privacy. Like, what is this about? Like, no, like, why
they
is this
do that for the foreign seasons, or some of them.
They do it for most reality shows. It's very weird.
Yeah.
I mean, in most situations, I would say give them privacy, but like, like most reality shows have cameras, so we know what's going on. It's very weird. In confessional, Brittany says it hit her that she could be losing her relationship. I think that maybe that should have hit you when you signed up to the show.
Yeah, she's the one who issued
hitting
the
you
ultimatum.
now. What did you think was going to happen when you brought your player girlfriend onto a show where you become exes?
Yeah.
And like they have to have known what the premise of the ultimatum is now. Like I know the first few seasons they know what the ultimatum is by now, right? It's aired. They've seen it. They could have seen it.
You know what's odd though, Max, is I feel like earlier I said my least hope of people getting back together was Mel. Mel and who was Mel with? Marie. Marie.
Yeah, Mel and Marie, the food truck.
They were my least hope. My strongest hope for people who are getting back together is actually AJ and Brittany. I actually think they will.
I think they will, and it'd be funny.
I think AJ's just got it like under like. I feel like AJ has a plan, and they're gonna execute that plan. And then they're gonna get back together. Yeah,
she's just going on a Rumspringa, AJ.
Yeah,
and that's what's gonna happen.
It feels like to me. I really think they're gonna get back together at the end of this. I do.
I really liked how Marita just comes out and hugs Brittany, and Marita's like, "Do you want to go home?" And Brittany says, "No, Brittany's tough. Marita's there to comfort her. They're going to keep each other locked down, hopefully the whole time, and maybe they'll find romance."
Marita's like, "I still haven't heard any of my songs yet, so you have to stay."
Yeah, this is my self-promotion. Wouldn't it be great if they found romance, like a little bit? If they ended up at least getting a little kissy.
That'd be cute.
The two people that didn't pick each other.
Be so
we would love that. I know.
I just don't. They don't seem very compatible, though. For being honest.
Well, it's early.
It is.
You gotta
early.
believe. You gotta believe.
They were like asking first date questions, though. Like the night they chose.
They never talked before, so we don't know. They said they talked for like 10 minutes.
It's crazy that they never even talked at like the pool mixer or whatever at the beginning, the icebreaker sort of speed dating.
They didn't even like make people talk. They they had like a week. Shouldn't everybody have gone on dates? I don't know.
You would think, yeah.
There's a small cast.
Yeah,
I don't understand the way the ultimatum filming works. It seems like they don't film a lot.
Yeah, it just sort of seems like it's not like super formatted and scripted.
Organized, well done.
Organized.
Competent. Yeah. But I'm really enjoying this season already. Like, I think that we haven't had a lot of drama yet, but like we've had multiple like love triangles, really fun characters. Like the queer love seasons are just like always instantly better. I mean, we've only had two.
I love AJ. I love Mel. There's lots of good characters on this show. I think the Pilar, Bridget, Kyle love triangle is really fun. All that stuff is great.
Yes. So we'll be back hopefully tomorrow. That's Friday, June 27th. If not, we'll be back on Saturday, but hopefully tomorrow. And we are going to be recapping episodes 4 through 7 the rest of this week. And then we'll be back early next week, like we discussed, on patreon.com/realityalert for a bonus episode. Starts at only $5 a month, and if you want ad-free, only $8 a month and no more ads. Be sure to subscribe to us on youtube.com/realityalert, and you can watch the video version. And for clips and stuff, TikTok at Reality Alert Podcast, Instagram at Reality Alert Podcast, all that fun stuff. Support the podcast, just like how we support you in every facet of your life. It's time to give back.
It's thankless is what it is.
Thankless what we do, and it's time for you to give back.
It's time
to those. We are we support you all the time.
We love you guys.
We love you guys, you know.
You spit on us.
We go to all your soccer games and stuff, and it's like it's time for
We
you to
do it all.
We do it all, yeah. So, okay, Ben, anything else?
No. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
And your girl's getting it in right now.